Lawin Media Network.
Bringing to you the most relevant content across all platforms.
Business, legal, politics, health, lifestyle, and entertainment.
Your source for all the news and updates in the greater Houston community from Texas and all over the world.
Get informed and empowered with Lawin Media Network.
Good evening, USA, and good morning, Philippines. Welcome to second episode of Season 8 of Be Bold, Why Not? And of course, I'm your host, MJ, and you are watching us live on YouTube, stream.lawin.live, and twitch.tv, and of course, Facebook Live. And we are brought to you by Lawin Media Network. So why be bold? Well, it's because here in the show, we bring you stories that help you rebuild yourselves from your brokenness and help you rise and rule your lives again. Yes, that's all about Be Bold. Why not? And before we get to our guest, who's very, very special, she's got a lot of accolades. She's known, and I can't say enough how wonderful this person is. But before we get to that, of course, let's show them the mechanics of the game that we always do here at Be Bold. Why not?
How to join the game. Watch the live show and join the conversation. Share your thoughts or experiences by commenting during the show. Like, share, and tag at least 3 friends in the comment section to qualify for a chance to win a prize. Participate actively. The more comments you leave, the higher your chances of winning. All participants will be eligible for the prize. The winner will be selected using the Wheel of Names randomizer.
All right, there you go. And last week, congratulations to our winners. We picked 4 last week because we are on our season 8. But tonight we're going to pick again a winner at the end of the show. So without further ado, we would love to welcome our very special guest for tonight. You see her here at Lawin Media Network too, because she is the one and only host of the Pink Table Talk. Yes, she's wearing pink. She's bubbly. She's just amazing person from inside out. She's very passionate at what she does. And that's why she enjoys life unapologetically. And that's what we're supposed to do, right? So let's welcome in our very own Dr. Carly D. Before we get her, there's a video that we're going to show about her. Let's play that.
Dr. Carly A. Dillard. History started early. Recognized for leadership and service at age 11. Awarded the Honor Service Certificate by the Association of Black Educators of New York. Resilience before recognition. Overcame poverty, experienced hunger, survived homelessness, and endured and rose beyond abuse. Her story is not survival alone, it is sovereignty. Breaking generational barriers. With an IQ over 140, she was the first on her mother's side to earn a college degree. Education as power, protection, and purpose. A scholar by design. 4 degrees earned, currently pursuing her 5th, with multiple certifications in healthcare and education. Honours and distinction. A member of Sigma Theta Tau International Honour Society of Nursing and the National Society of Leadership and Success. Recognised by Marcus Who's Who as a top professional and top educator. Advancing Black maternal health. Dedicated since 2019 as a researcher and national speaker, improving outcomes for African American women. Leadership beyond the classroom. The first African American board member for the Beyond Pink Foundation for Breast Cancer, advocating for equity in women's health. Historic academic appointment. The only full-time African American clinical assistant professor at Baylor University's Houston campus. Building Legacy, founder of It, S Your Time Consulting in 2022, and the creator and host of Pink Table. Talk, fostering healing, truth, and transformative conversations, changing lives through policy. Instrumental in passing the NY Host Regulations Law, keeping children out of foster care and strengthening families statewide. A survivor, a scholar, a mother, a change maker. Dr. Carly A. Dillard is not just part of Black history, she is Black history in the making.
Wow. Wow. I I'm speechless, Dr. Carly D. So let's get her in and let's start the conversation with the one and only Dr. Carly D. There you go.
Yes, thank
Wow.
you, MJ.
Welcome. The pleasure and what a wonderful life you've had. And you know what? It's people like you, like us. We seem to be ordinary people, but we make an impact in the lives of others. But we're not ordinary. You're not ordinary. You're a special person. Look at those accolades that you've got. 4 degrees, work guys. Carly, how do you do it? I didn't even know where to start. But talking about, your degrees and all that, I think it's a good introduction because I remember before you launched Pink Table Talk, I actually had you as a guest in the show. So our viewers already know you a little bit on a personal note, right? But this time, I think we're going to focus on your accomplishments, the challenges you've been through, the new things that you're doing. Because obviously, you've I can't believe you've achieved so much, even just from the last time that we have seen each other. Because
Yes.
I haven't been at St. Luke's for almost 2 years now. So we haven't seen each other in person for that long now. But I'm so glad that I got connected to you before I left St. Luke's. And look at you now. Oh my goodness. Okay, going back to my question. How do you do it working on your fifth degree? Tell us about it, Dr. Carly.
Yes, thank you. So I'm currently working on my master's in public health. After spending a lot of time in nursing and nursing healthcare related degrees, I really had a passion for public health, especially after the COVID pandemic. And working in public health for 8 years between Maryland and New York City, I see that healthcare is really changing to where we need to be more preventative. And so preventative healthcare really is in public health sector. Currently, our healthcare system is overrun with too many sick people. We have a sick-based system. And so now we need to move more towards preventative and health-based system. And so public health is where that is. And so I'm happy to be learning on that journey and to be able to help develop public health programs to keep people safe and healthy.
Wow, that's a big mission for you to take on. But, I think everybody, the general public, is actually where they're needing it the most now. And they're seeking programs that would help them. Because, as you've said, there are so many sick people now. But prevention is the key,
Yeah,
right? Before you
yeah,
get sick, you get well, you stay well, you stay healthy. It's all about holistic wellness, right? Because
yes,
once we get sick, it's not only affecting our body, affecting our family, it's affecting the government too, because, healthcare costs just keep skyrocketing, right?
yes.
So I think you are going to be great in that because, wow, Dr. Carly. Now, my next question is because I'm just curious between the time you started with Pink Table Talk up until now that you are on season 6,
Yes.
tell us about that journey, the ups and downs, the challenges and the fun, and how do you see Pink Table Talk in the next decade? I'm curious if you're still seeing it in the next decade or so, because I know it takes a lot of passion, because you're spending your own money, right? You use your own time, but
Yes.
what keeps you going? What inspire you to keep doing what you're doing at Pink Table?
Yes, well, it's so funny that we're doing this show tonight. You know, it's kind of it's the ending of Black History, but we're also on the cusp of Women's History Month, and that's kind of where our journey started 2 years ago. You know, and I was a guest on your show, and then due to that and the feedback from your show, I was then able to create Pink Table Talk.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, I have loved the journey every step of the way. It has had some challenges, you know, especially with booking guests, getting, you know, technical difficulties, you know, making sure lighting, sound, backgrounds, everything looks good, that I have enough pink to wear, you know.
Yes.
You know, prior to the show, it's so funny because when I did the proposal, I think it was Eileen. She's like, you know, you got to wear a lot of pink. And I think at that time, I might have had only 2 or 3 pink items, to be honest.
So now how many pink you have in your closet now?
Oh, too many, too many. I got pink everything.
Yeah.
I have so much pink, and I just find all kinds of things in pink now. And everybody knows me as Miss Pink, the Pink Queen, you know. So everybody knows that's my signature color, and I love it. You know, I absolutely love pink. It's such a feminine color, it's such an empowering color. And to me, I feel that the show, it really resonates with a lot of people. You know, people who have overcome challenges, people who have inspiring stories. They're doing great things in this world, from actors to dancers to authors to even moms who are going through hardships as a mother. And so that's what I really love to portray, is real people with real authentic stories. We're not perfect by any means, but we're real and we're relatable. And so I love it. There was a time last year where I was like, well, maybe it's time to hang up the hat, you know, on this. But then I got a comment from an audience member who was actually in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote to me and said, we're going through so much hardships here in the Philippines, but we look forward to your meaningful content every week.
Mm-hmm.
So that struck a chord with me, and it really touched my heart, and it gave me the passion and motivation to keep going. And so I'm so happy this year. I have a new studio that I'm working with. We have a brand new, beautiful set. And I've been bringing more interesting and empowering stories. And I love it. And I want to continue it for as long as I can. And I'm just so excited to do it every week. It's just such a thrilling and fun experience each week.
I know. I can totally relate. I feel the same way. You know what I mean? Because, you know, if you really enjoy what you're doing in life, I mean, it just feels so good. Like, it just feels so good. And
Yeah.
that you are inspiring people, and you, there's nothing more fulfilling and joyful than to be able to make an impact on somebody's life, right? And
Yes.
I'm so happy for you because you definitely have built your brand,
Yes. I'm so excited.
right? Yes. I mean, it's so unique, yet it's simple and it's creative, and it's just so great. Just like, of course, Pink Table Talk, but mine too is, my brand is Be Bold. Why not? Right?
And I love that. You know, I feel that we're both bold in our own ways.
Mhm.
And we're both giving people authentic, real truth every week.
Yes, because we have to be vulnerable. There are people out there that
Yeah.
they don't want to admit where they're at, because, you
Yeah.
know, we tend to want to look good.
Yes.
We tend to wear this facade that only shows out the whole me, right? But there's
Yeah.
brokenness every single one of us. And
Yes.
it's when we accept and we come to realization that we are broken, that we are ready to build again or rebuild again, right? So I
Yes.
think it's important that we are bringing in this authenticity, and vulnerability into our shows, because that's when people can relate, right?
Yes.
That's when people can relate. Anyhow, I can't believe it's the first segment and it's like 8:50. So I have to go to our first break now. And we're just getting started. And it's so, oh my goodness. Anyway, let's go on our first break. And when we come back, we will chat with our beautiful guest, Dr. Carly D. So we'll be back after a bit.
In a world filled with fleeting moments, there's beauty waiting to be captured. My name is Christian, and I specialize in immortalizing your most precious memories. From elegant weddings to vibrant events and timeless portraits, I'm here to make every moment unforgettable. Let me tell your story through the lens. Contact me today and let's create magic together.
All right, we're back. And before we ask our next question, let me read some of the comments from our viewers. All right, from Recto Julius, good evening, Ma'am MJ, watching from Pangasinan. And then we have Daisel Miralciaton, good evening po, Ma'am MJ, watching from Pusurubio, Pangasinan. We have Juanita Likay Limos. Good morning, Ma'am MJ. Nice to watch you again. We have Jingle Romero. Good evening, Ma'am MJ, watching from Pusurubio, Pangasinan. Alvin Reyes. Good evening, Texas. Hello, Ma'am MJ, and to our special guest, Dr. D, watching from LG Water Station of Bobonan, Pusurubio, Pangasinan, Philippines. God bless your show. Thank you. And then we have Daisel Miralciaton. Good evening to our guest, Dr. Carly D. Julia Reyes, good morning, Ma'am MJ and Ma'am Dr. Carly D, watching from Bugalon, Pangasinan. We have Jenica May Nonat. Good evening, Ma'am MJ, Dr. Carly D, watching from Pusurubio, Pangasinan. Juanita Likay Limos, good morning po, Dr. Carly D. All right. And then Juanita Tapang Kamorongan. Hello, good evening, Texas, watching from Pangasinan. Yes, yes. Lisa Riquilman Ungriag. Hello, Ma'am MJ and Dr. D, watching from Philippines. Ara Riquilman Ungriag. Good evening, Texas. Hello, Ma'am MJ and Dr. D, watching from the Philippines. Mabuhay ang Lawin, be bold, why not? God bless your every show. Thank you very much. All
Wow.
right. Thank you again to all our viewers. So you know what? When I got your text that day when you sent me, I was like, oh my God, Dr. Carly D is just really flying it. And because I thought of that. In fact, last year, I'm a procrastinator. I think I need to do that, right? But last year, I bought me a sample shirt from Hobby Lobby because my friend, she does like printing, like she has her own little machine. We were gonna make like a sample shirt for Bold You.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's not Be Bold, Why Not, but it's Bold You. But
Yes.
we didn't get that. Now look at you. You are not just a shirt. Let's just show them all the merchandise that you have
Yes.
for for yourself and for your fans and whoever wanna get into your your community and all that. Let's show them. Can we show them?
Yes. So this is my new website for my new brand, Pink Lux Life Brands. And so that encompasses everything that I've been doing over the past few years. This is my It's Your Time consulting company. It's also Pink Table Talk. I have a book coming out later this year. Also, this also has my speaking engagements, workshops, and then the new merchandise that I will be, that is available for purchase. We're still working out some kinks. We just did some updates to the website to make it disability approved. because certain colors and lighting, people with eye disabilities were not able to see the site as well. So we just finished working on that today. And so all of these products are available for purchase. I love the logo. I love just everything about it. It just reads luxury. It reads feminine, beautiful energy. And so that's everything that we're trying to, just give out to the world, just that beautiful, soft luxury.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're just sharing your talent, your gifts to the world. And what a way to actually keep your brand out there. So people will be using it, wearing it, utilizing every single thing, and reading your book. What
Yes.
I'm so proud of you, Dr. Carly D. Now, again, so I just want to ask, how do you do all these things? What, like, do you have like a staff, like people that are helping you create and all these beautiful pieces and the beautiful logo and all that? Give us some tips because I've been
Yeah.
thinking about it, but I just haven't gotten into it.
Yes. So I really had started out with a lot of these things on my own. And these things have been in my mind to do, kind of like what you said with the procrastination. This has been on my mind to do for about a year. And so towards the end of last year, early this year, I really just gave in and was like, what? I need to delegate. I need to hire some people.
Yeah.
And so I hired a marketing consultant and web designer who was able to help me build the website. The marketing consultant, she actually tested, whether the products would be marketable, whether the names, what, everything, messaging, branding. And then I also hired somebody to help me actually print the products, who is a friend of mine. And she's able to print products pretty quickly, like two-day turnaround. And so just everything just turned out so beautifully on this, like the ceramic, the t-shirts, the bags. It just looks so good. And we have different colors. We have pink, white, we have black. And it's so much fun. And I've been enjoying this process. And I've been enjoying letting somebody else do the work.
Yeah, I think we gotta delegate some stuff for us to accomplish something. Because if we're trying to do everything on our own, I don't think we're. I mean, like me, I haven't gotten there, but I was thinking about that because Be Bold has been in existence for over 2 years, and it's probably great to have something that, like, even just start with a simple,
Yeah.
right, a tumbler or a mug, and then just have the brand because that's how you're gonna, like, people will remember you more, like
Yes.
if they see you everywhere. So kudos to you. I'm so proud of you, Dr. Carly.
Thank you so much. It's been busy work. Since January, I've just been hitting the ground running. And I'm just so grateful that we've been able to kind of get everything up and off the ground. And so, next is getting the book out there. But I wanted the website first, so I wanted to get all of that done first. And then now, by the end of this week, the website, e-commerce, everything will be up and running well. And so then it'll be focusing on the book. And so I'm so happy to be able to give you guys a piece of authenticity. I never claimed to be perfect. I never claimed to be this great, human being, but I'm real. And I've been through things, and that's what I think people can relate to. It's showing that just because you've been through something or haven't reached your full potential, you can still accomplish your dreams. You can still do the things you love. You don't have to wait till everything is perfect, but you just have to hit the ground running. You just have to start.
Yeah, you are speaking like bullseye to a person who's been trying to do things too. But anyhow, truly, truly proud of you. Now, so materials, where do you get your materials for all this, for their merchandise?
Yeah, so that's through my printer. So she has all the stuff and I let her handle it. I send her a picture of what I'm looking for and she's like, okay, I got it. And she does it. And so I'm like, thank you. Just send me the invoice.
Okay. Wow. So local. You have a local
Yes.
person that does. Okay. All
Yes.
right. We might want to talk. Yeah. But I'll keep you in mind. Yeah. I probably need a referral, but yeah, I'll
Absolutely.
get there. I'll get there. Anyhow, just a snippet. Talk about your book. What's the title and like a little bit, like a brief summary or what the book is all about, so people will have something to look forward to.
Yes. So actually, the title is still a work in progress. I'm going to actually make it like a fun poll and fun contest for my audience to help
Okay.
me choose the title of my book. Um,
Okay.
yes, it is an autobiographical story full of a lot of my inspiring stories, things that I went through throughout my life, starting from early childhood. Writing the book with my ghostwriter has been a very therapeutic experience for me, but it also was very hard. There were some days that I have forgotten about in my lifetime that I went through and how I overcame them. And there were days on the call with the publisher, and he's crying, and I'm crying, and he's like, wow, this story is going to make such a difference to the world. And I was like, I'm so thankful that you guys are helping me put this story out there. I think so many times in life, people get stuck. They go through trauma, they might go through abuse, hunger, setbacks, and they never get back up. But my life is definitely a testament that no matter what you go through in this lifetime, you can always get back up and start over.
Wow. I know that is so profound, and I can totally relate. It's like we are sisters born in from different parents, because I went through unimaginably hardships in life. I mean, just like I know you've mentioned in the video, like homelessness. I've been there, that I mean, I literally, I know I've mentioned it over and over again on the show, but literally we were homeless. We didn't have a home of our own. Like we lived in relatives' homes, we rented. I mean, up until I graduated from college, we didn't have anything. I mean, so you're right.
Yeah.
When we experience those hardships in life, it's how we look at them, how we take them, how it's gonna how they are gonna improve us as human beings, as people, right? It's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard because there are people that don't know how to cope with hardship, and
Yes.
people, we look at things in different ways, different perspectives. But that's why people like us are needed in this world, because if you come out as a champion in life, that you came out from darkness to light, there's so
Yes.
much that you can share. And
Yes.
I've said it over and over too, that every single one of us, we are a star. We have a star spot in the universe. We have a light to shine, because each one of us has a story that can inspire somebody who's probably in darkness, and help them come out of that darkness and bring them into the light. We are testaments of God's greatness. Our lives should really, we should boldly share them and talk about them in the pink table. That is, did I just do that?
Yes, and that's what I love about the pink table, because even like last
Yeah.
week we had a guest who had overcome addiction. And so
Mhm.
now she's a living testament to, how you can overcome something so hard as addiction. And she helps other people get off of addiction now as a counselor and a mentor. And so
Mhm.
those are tough things to overcome. It's not easy to overcome an addiction.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And so I love, sharing her story, and it was just so beautiful. And she even sang on the show, because she does a lot of shows here in Houston. And so it was just such a beautiful and inspiring episode. I really loved it.
I know. Oh my God. Whew. Anyway, oh, we are on our second break, and we are gonna be back and continue our chat with the beautiful Dr. Carly D. So see you after a bit. All right. So I know before we ended the second segment, we were talking about resilience, going through those challenges, and I just want to share. This past weekend I went to Arizona. I went to a boot camp for my fellow life license agents, right? And
Mhm.
there's a story that really, really inspired me, and I just want to share it to all our viewers because, again, as you said, Dr. D, these stories are real. You know, there's this 33-year-old kid. I say he's kid because I'm like over 50, so I feel like he's my son, right? But anyway, when he was 21 years old, he was a broke kid. He is not ashamed to share his story. But look at him now. He's probably earning almost $500,000 because of his tenacity, his resilience, his hard work. And I just admire those people because what is more sweet of a success than from hardship, right?
Mhm.
There
Yeah.
are people that are born with all the comfort in life.
Yes.
That's why they don't tend to take care or appreciate what they have. Not
Mhm.
everybody is like that, but in general, right? But
Mhm.
for people who have gone through all the deep valleys and mountains to get to where they tend to be more appreciative of what they have accomplished. And this guy or this boy just really, really inspired me. And I am so pumped. I am so motivated. It's like he inspired me. I'm 50, almost 55, a 33-year-old. That's why it doesn't matter what age you are. You have a story to tell that can make a difference to people around you. So kudos. You know who you are. I don't want to mention his name because I didn't get his permission, but I have met so many young like people in the boot camp that are very successful in life but had put in the work, had put in, rolled up their sleeves and worked hard, and now they are at where they are right now. So anyway, let's read some more comments. I think we have more comments from our viewers. Let's see there from John Garcia. Good morning po, Ma'am MJ and Dr. Carly D. Good morning to you. And then we have Rose Ann Banyas Alvendia. Good evening, Texas, watching from Pangasinan. Ruby Vergara. Good morning, watching from Pangasinan. We also have August Likay. Good morning, beautiful lady. And then we have Fred Fronda. Nice to see you again, Ma'am MJ Concepcion. Mabuhay ang Lawin Media. Well, thank you very much. We have Ara Rekilman Ungria. Mabuhay ang lahat ng bumubuo ng Lawin Media Network. And we have Rian Solin Quezon. I think we have a new viewer. Good evening, Texas, watching from Pangasinan. We also have Daisel Miral Siaton. Marami na naman tayong matutunan sa araw na ito. Maraming salamat, Be Bold, Why Not, sa mga inspirasyon na binigay nyo. Elimika Ibuan, watching from Barangay Inoman, Posorubio. Wow. Okay. So, Dr. Carly, I know, right? So, let's talk about how, with everything that you're doing right now, you still work at St. Luke's, right?
No, I'm now just teaching full time.
I didn't know that. So when
Yeah.
did you leave St. Luke's?
I think it was at the end of 2024. And so this, yes, this transition has helped me to be able to do my other projects that I'm
Mhm.
doing. So that includes, working on speaking engagements, research, doing workshops and training in the Houston community. Also,
Mhm.
like I said, working on the book, and then now also working on the website and the show. And so going to teaching, which has a little more flexibility in my schedule, has helped me to be able to do all the other wonderful things that I'm doing. And I love it. It's just been so invigorating, and it's breathed new life into me.
That's amazing. Congratulations. So you're now with Baylor College of Medicine?
Baylor University.
Oh, Baylor University. Okay, okay. So what are you teaching at Baylor University?
Med surge nursing. And so we do our clinical rotations in the hospitals. We rotate through a few different hospitals here in the area. And so I love it. I love being around the students. I love grilling them on the first day. They
Okay.
always say, "Oh my God, they're so intimidated by me." But then by the end of our rotation, they're like, "Oh my God, thank you, Dr. D. You've been like so amazing, and you helped us learn so much." Because I really care about nursing, and I really want people to be safe and deliver excellent care. I'm not into just good enough care or good care. I want it to be excellent, and I want to maintain that type of quality nursing that I saw when I first started at Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore, Maryland. And so that's kind of what I instill in my students is to give excellence and integrity, not to lie, if you make an error, confess it so we can figure out how to prevent more errors in the future. I quiz them on medications, labs, assess everything, and I keep them on their toes. But I'm telling you right now, there's going to be some fantastic nurses here, and there already are some here in the area because of my teaching method.
Well, that's amazing because you know what? Having been a nurse for so long, we see the change in the bedside care of nurses
Yes,
now.
yes,
And I think it has a lot of things to do with the education system. Because I know, I mean, being trained in the Philippines, I'm not saying that we are better trained in the Philippines than here, because I graduated like decades ago, right? So there's really a difference between generations. So I'm glad that someone like you is very conscientious about what your students are learning because we have to keep the standards of nursing.
yes,
We cannot let those high standards just die down and have AI create our nursing care plan when they don't even know how your patient looks like, right? Yeah, AI is useful, but there's nothing like the human touch. There's nothing like the care that a human being can give. And it's not just the skills that we have to learn because it's skills you can learn. But
yes,
then yeah, the behavior, the attitude towards people is something that it's instilled in us, but it has to be maintained and it shouldn't go away. So I'm so glad because the education system is going to improve because of you. I mean, like, I remember when I was a nursing student way back in the 1980s. Okay, so like I'm giving away my age, right? But we really took care of patients. We learned
yes,
how to make the beds. All
yes,
those things we had to do. And it's ingrained in us. So wherever we go, we just don't take care of the patient. We take care of the whole thing, their
okay,
environment, because their environment affects their healing, right? So
yes.
wow, I'm so proud of you, Dr. Carly D. And
Thank
Baylor
you.
University is surely blessed to have you in their school
Oh,
system.
thank you so
And
much.
you're
I
going to be
appreciate it.
instrumental in creating or maintaining or at least keeping the highly skilled and not just the skills but those nurses that truly care about their profession and that really want to take care of patients because it's not easy to take care of sick people, right?
No.
So but having people like you who are passionate about keeping the standards of nursing, it counts a lot. I'm so excited. I'm so proud. We're looking forward to those great nurses that are going to be graduating from your class.
Yes, I've already delivered a few in the past, 2 years to the world. And so I'm very proud of my babies. They keep in touch with me. They tell me about their job. They tell me that they're going back to school, and so, and they're doing fellowships and all the amazing work that they're doing. And so I love it, because if you teach one, you can reach more people
Mhm.
out there. So even though I'm not practicing at the bedside anymore, I'm still practicing in a way through my students. And
Mhm.
so the outreach is much more greater through them. And so I really enjoy it.
Yeah, because there's only one you. There's only one Dr. Carly D. But you can duplicate yourself through your students. So
Maybe with AI.
yeah, so you are creating and cloning Dr. D, going into the bedside and just giving high quality care to all our patients.
Yes,
Because yes, I know I'm not directly in the bedside anymore, being a nurse practitioner myself, but that bedside relationship with patients, it's never gonna go away. And then patients feel when you truly care about them. So that is something that in the nursing profession, which is the most noble profession out there, that we
yes,
should keep and maintain.
yes,
And this is the most trustworthy profession, right? And
yes,
most noble
absolutely.
profession. And we are blessed to be part of. So, oh my God, I'm saying you're a writer, okay? You're a podcaster, you are a speaker, you are a leader, you are a teacher.
Research,
Well, let's talk
everything.
about you being, yeah, I know what else can we ask of Dr. Carly D, but let's talk about you as a mom. Oh my God, this is, you know what? This is the most wonderful of all things, of all the roles that we can take on in this life. Being a mom is the most rewarding, most fulfilling. Oh my God, I don't want to take away your spotlight because when start talking as a mom, you cannot quit, right? But anyway, Dr. Carly, tell us about your beautiful girls and how they're doing.
Oh, thank you so much. Right now, we're in the middle of Girl Scout cookie season, so it's been busy. We did a lot of deliveries on Saturday to all these different homes, and it was just a lot of fun. And so right now we're in the busy, crazy getting orders together, and everything. And so, but I love it because it's teaching them great skills. It's
Mhm.
teaching them entrepreneurship, morals, values, and I just love the cute little outfits with the and the badges. Um, it's just been such a fun ride. My girls are developing really well. Every day they bring me joy. There's moments where I'm like, okay, I need a break now. um, but they're fine. They love it. We have our great routine. We do a lot of fun activities. We do some traveling. We're always on the go. If there's an event here in Houston, we do it. And so I love that for them. They have a great community that I've built for them here, with different caregivers and friends and family. And so we're just been living our best life here in Houston, after moving here 4 years ago from New York. So we
Yeah.
truly now are settled in, and my girls, they're so funny. They're starting to pick up a southern, a little accent.
That is so cute.
It really is, and like even their little like sayings and mannerisms now are kind of like Houston and it's like southern, and so I just love it. It's just so cute seeing that, and so I'm just very glad that I made the decision to move here to give them a better life, and they really are thriving, and so it's just been wonderful to see that.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. I know. I think the best part of being a mom is like when they're little, you just want to have fun with them. And then as they grow up, when they need you for things that they are going through, because things will change, right?
Yes. Oh,
Girls, but you are the expert now because you are a coach, you are going to be a public health administrator or things like those, you are a teacher, so they have everything they need just with you, so you'll be able to guide them well because grow if they're going to become teenagers, they're going to meet a lot of people, they're going to go through some challenges in life because I have a my 18-year-old now, so I can totally relate. When she was little, she was the sweetest thing in the world, right? But there's always going to be that peer pressure, there's always going to be that time where she wants to go out and have fun, and as a parent you cannot, you're nervous when they're out there. But I'm so glad, that you're right. When God put you in a place or puts you in a place, it's where He knows you're gonna not only gonna survive, but you're gonna thrive
yes.
because it's part of His plan. And it seems like here in Houston, you have just blossomed. You have thrived. I mean, it's like, and you continue to do so. So we are so proud of you, Dr. Carly D. And we are going to go on our last break. And when we come back, we are going to talk more about our beautiful guest, Dr. Carly D.
Thank you.
For divorce and family law in Texas, Liggett Dizon Law Firm PC will guide you every step of the way.
From initial consultation to detailed review of your case and strategic planning.
We'll sit with you during negotiations or mediations, and represent you in court.
Whether it is a family law, estate planning, or immigration, we will be there to guide through the final steps.
So, leave your legal matters behind you and embrace your future.
You can contact Liggett Dizon Law Firm PC at 346-5454-346 or visit DizonLawFirm.com.
All right, we are back. Okay, now let's talk about this very exciting opportunity again for Dr. Carly D. From being chosen, right? You have been chosen as one of the 20 women to watch out for 2026.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I feel that it's the right timing. You know, like I said, I have the website launching, the brand, the show. We redid the show. I have research. I've been invited to be a panelist for 2 research conferences this year, one in Dallas and one in Atlanta. You know, the podcast is going strong. I have the book coming out. I just feel like everything is kind of coming together. And
Yeah.
so, and it's also the perfect theme this year. This year, the theme is called Build Your Own Table. And I thought, of course, I'm building a pink table.
Yes. Wow. It seems like, you know what? I don't know, but when God's plan is what you're following, everything is in place. When the stars will align.
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
yes, because you're following God's plan. Sometimes we tend to go astray, we go a different path, and that's when we encounter all those challenges. But having said that, we are not losing anything when we do that too, because it's from those times when we tend to go a different path that we learn lessons that we can use and we come out still victorious, because failure, there's no such thing as failure, because
Yes.
it's through those times that we actually learn to be better, to be stronger, to be bolder, and to be ready to have our own pink table talk.
Yes, and that's why I love it. I was so happy when they mentioned the theme for this year. I said, this is like, it's a godsend. It really is perfect. And it's also the theme is pretty much you're not waiting for anybody to open the door for you. And that has truly been a testament of my life. You know, I didn't have handouts. I didn't have anybody helping me. I didn't know somebody that knew somebody that could help me get a job, or, you know, when I was struggling financially or needed somewhere to live and stay. I didn't have that. I had to just kind of break the door down myself. And so that's really what that theme is about. It's about bringing your own table, building your own table, and opening the doors for yourself, not waiting on anybody. You know, I used to always think to myself, who's going to save me? And then one day God said to me, you have to save yourself. Nobody's coming to rescue you. And so that was in the moment where I took everything by the hands, really took life by the horns, and said, okay, we're going to do this. You know, nobody's going to help me. I'm not going to have, you know, this soft cushion. You have to just embrace it and go through it to get to the other side.
Wow, it's like crossing the Jordan River, right? Well, God was there, so it was. But yes, when, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. And you're set. It's like, as you said, it's a perfect timing. It seems like everything is laid out, and now this is the time. It's your time. And I
Yes.
think it's my time too, because I'm gonna do something this year. I'm not gonna announce it, but yeah,
Yes. And
yeah,
that's the name of my company too. My consulting is called It's Your Time.
Mm-hmm.
because, and I birthed that at a moment where things started to become aligned about 4 years ago. And it was like God kept saying to me, it's your time. And then I said, well, I want to share that with others. It's their time too. It's your time to make that career change, to make that educational change,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever lifestyle change you need. It's your time. And so that still resonates with me. And it's so inspiring when I even hear it.
Yeah. So my question is, other than God, whom I know you have a strong faith in God, you're definitely probably a Proverbs 31 woman, right? That you believe 100% in to his power and everything. Other than him who have guided you all those years, do you have any people in life that you just look up to, that you you tend to draw the inspiration from, other than your children?
My father, I lost him at a young age, but the 17 years I did have him, he really instilled in me such great morals, values, and beliefs. He
Mm-hmm.
was a man also who was very known in the community. He was a pastor, preacher, and substance abuse counselor. And so
Mm-hmm.
he was always helping people and always telling me, you got to love others unconditionally. And he loved people who were drug addicts. He helped them. We took them to the grocery store. We watched their kids if they needed it. And then his parishioners, the people that went to our church, he prayed for them. I could walk out from my bedroom and there's two people getting married in the living room, and
Oh, wow.
so he was always had an open door policy, somebody in crisis, somebody that needed something, and he showed love to everybody. And so that to me, he's always been my hero and the person that I have looked up to my entire life. Even though he's been gone now over 20 years, I still feel his presence strongly with me every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every
Wow. Okay, so our Father in heaven and your earthly father, like the two most influential supreme being and people in your life. That's amazing. That's amazing, Dr.
Thank you.
Carly. So, okay. Wow, we have some comments. Yeah, let's read some more comments. Thank you, Dr. D, for sharing your knowledge and wisdom with us. Love your story. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Yes.
thank
And
you.
then, of course, Marge Castro. That's true, ma'am. Nakaka-inspired po kayo, ma'am. Thank you, Dr. D. It just means that you truly are inspiring, Dr. D.
Thank you.
Yes, again from John Garcia, nakaka-inspired po, Dr. D. Yes. And then tama po ma'am, sometimes Dr. Carly D, ma'am, I watch your episode, mapupulot pong aral. So she says that she's watching your show too and she's getting some lessons. It's good to watch your episode, Dr. Carly.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you so much. I appreciate
Yeah,
everything.
because again, as I've said, no matter what position we have in life, we have a story to tell.
Yes.
And no matter how simple or small or big that impact that we can make on other people, it's still an impact.
Yes.
It's like a seed that we plant in someone, right? And that seed grows. You never know that from little seed that you have implanted on someone, it will start to grow and it will make them stronger. It will make them rooted. Oh my God, we're using words here that just, yeah, right? Because from that, if you help them get rooted and grounded and strong, you are making a big difference in someone's life. So,
Yes.
to all our viewers out there, don't be scared. Don't just be bold to share your stories because somebody is waiting to hear them, right? Somebody's waiting to hear them. Dr. D, if you can sum up the most significant lessons that you have learned all through those struggles in life that you have gone through and all through all the I can't even say it, success or successes that you have achieved, tell us, let our viewers hear from the one and only Dr. Carly D.
Yes, I would say to them, do it afraid. Even if you're scared, nervous, you really have to take that leap of faith and trust your plans in God's hands and trust that He controls the outcome. And so I would say that is what has guided me through many dark times and challenges in my life is I didn't wait for the courage. I didn't wait for the fear and the anxiety to go away. I did it afraid. And I still do it afraid every day.
Wow. I needed that. I truly needed that. Because there are so many things that we want to do in life, but we tend to limit ourselves because we feel like we're not prepared, we're not ready, we're waiting for the perfect timing, but
Yes,
there's not ever going to be a perfect time.
never. It's going to be a worse time. One thing I realized is waiting. Sometimes you miss that golden opportunity. People have to understand the opportunities that come to us in life. It's just a very slight opening. And if we miss that timing, everything that we might try to do, it's going to be worse. Maybe that person you were supposed to meet, or that connection you were supposed to have, or that lesson you were supposed to learn, it's not going to come out that way. It's not going to be the same. And so you might make your path more difficult for you by not just going forward and taking that leap at the right time.
Yes. All right. Now I'm gonna quit tomorrow, Dr. D. No, I'm just kidding.
Me too.
That was beautifully said. I'm not kidding. I want to do something in my life that I know I can do it. Even my own son says, "What's stopping you, ma?" You know
Yeah.
what? Yes. And you're right. We don't have to be 100% because it's not going to be 100% ready. Never.
No, not at all. You mentioned earlier was the Red Sea and like the parting of the Red Sea. Think about how scared those people were to walk across the ocean bed, not knowing, is this ground stable? They had just witnessed the sea being split apart. Think about the muddy ground they had to walk on. Are we going to sink? Is the waters going to come back over us? But they took that leap of faith and they walked through it, not knowing what was going to happen, but they knew it was better than staying where they were. And that's
Wow.
what we have to have.
Oh my God, Dr. D. You know what? I think you just showed me the path. That is so amazing. It seems like I needed this show more than anybody else. Oh, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I feel like I am the most impacted person for tonight's show. Yes. So I am so glad. It really has been an honor for me to have you on the show. I am very, very proud of you. I am very, very happy for everything that you have accomplished and
Thank
that you continue to accomplish. And look at that set for Pink Table Talk. That
thank
is
you.
so beautiful and
Thank you.
professional. I just love it. Wow.
I got to judge a poetry contest for the youth here in Houston. So it was a wonderful experience to hear the beautiful poems written by these youth. It was a great day.
Yes. And again, Dr. D, I hope you can come on our March 7 event. And please bring guests because I want to impact others too in a different way. Because
Yes,
as a nurse practitioner at MD Anderson, I see every single day the suffering of people. And I
yes,
know something that I have to share will truly add value to people. So
yes.
I would love for you to be there and please bring your guest. And
I will. Thank
yeah,
you.
take your time here now to again promote your website, your show, your book. Yeah, so Take it
Yes.
away, Dr. D.
So Pink Lux Life Brands, that's my website there, and that has everything that I'm doing from the podcast to the book, speaking engagements, consulting, and products. And then you can follow me on Instagram, Dr. Carly 8084.
All right. Again, Dr. D, thank you so much. Now let's see who the winner of our show tonight. Wow, it's a lot of comments. All right. Who are the two lucky winners? Let's see who our two lucky winners are. All right, Jadel Fred Fronda, congratulations. Congratulations, and thank you so much for watching the show. And our next winner is Jingle Romero. Congratulations. So, Jadel Fred and Jingle, you know how to claim your prize. And again, Dr. D, thank you so much for spending your precious time with us. And I'm so proud of you. Thank you for all the lessons you have shared tonight. And I pray that God will continue to bless whatever you're doing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And thank you for having me. Good night, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in.
All right. Thank you all. And see you again Monday here at Be Bold. Why not? Love you all. Bye.